live scoring. So.
Just because it started early, it's what time in the game it is.
Yeah, yep.
Right, hang Well, a very good afternoon and welcome to overcast Nile Stadium for this round 14 match of the round between North Ballarat and Melton. Well, clearly we're expecting a low-scoring affair. It'll all be about the territory and endeavour that should separate these two sides. Melton should go in favourites, even though they're on the road. They are the reigning premiers, despite losing their last three. But some key ins for North Ballarat. Speak of a VFL couple in Riley Polkinghorn. They welcome back big man Cam McCallum and Josh Morris and Denver Ranger Barras. So they're the VFL, and of course James Van Ness. So some real top end talent on display here today for North Ballarat, but whether that equates to getting it done against a very even lot, albeit Melton, and I say that in the healthiest way, as we welcome Alex Kerr to the mic. Good afternoon, Alex. Welcome to Mars Stadium.
Cheers, Toddy. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's going to be a great day of footy. Obviously, it is a tough contest, no matter what the conditions. North probably more used to playing some slogs out here at Mars Stadium, especially probably more adapted to this weather, but it's going to make for a great contest. It's going to be close. Obviously, the Bloods boys want to bounce back from losing 3 on the trot. Never good. Never good to happen throughout the season, but it does happen to teams, and it's all about how they can bounce back and try and get that win on the board. But in saying that, North were able to grind out a result here against Sunbury last week, so they'll be looking to do that again.
Yeah, similar pressure game you would think would be on the agenda of North Ballarat coach Clint Proctor. These two sides met earlier in the season. While North Ballarat won 3 individual quarters, the Bloods did enough to prevail and win by 3 points in a nail-biter. And Troy Scoble will be well aware of the qualities that are in this North Ballarat side today. Other games this afternoon throughout the BFNL will keep you updated with scores as they come to hand. Darley host Lake Windermere, Sebastopol v Redan, Bacchus Marsh are on the road to Eastern Oval, and of course East Point endeavouring to make it 15 wins in a row at Eastern Oval. So they'll have to do it without Matty Johnson and Bryce McDougall. Jake Owen a big out for the Cobras. Alex, you've got an update score in the Sunbury Ballarat game.
Yeah, Sunbury Ballarat obviously starting early due to the fact that there was no 19s game. Sunbury currently 24 points to Ballarat's 26. A fast quarter for Sunbury after Ballarat started like a house on fire, scoring 26-0 at quarter time. Must be a strong breeze, you'd think, for something like this to happen, but Sunbury back in the game and are well on top in the second quarter.
You can score at both ends here this afternoon despite the heavy nature conditions. So while the breeze is swirly, I don't think it's going to play the difference in the game. Guys, we'll take a break. Both sides obviously on the ground, as you can see via the vision, and we'll be back with all the action in around 5 minutes' time. A very good afternoon and welcome to Mars Stadium ahead of this match of the round between North Ballarat and Melton. And the Bloods endeavouring to break a run of 3 outs, a rarity for the Bloods. Well, in the last 7 years, really, they've really been at the pointy end. So Troy Scarborough needs to find something other than the lights today to get it done, because they've just come on here. And the sweeping rain to the right of screen gives every indication that the advantage is to the right of screen. The Bloods kick to the left of screen. McCullum back into the side today, won the first tap. I expect Lockie Walker to have a big day today. These conditions should suit him down to the ground. Loose ball opportunity gathered there by Watkins, who gave it to Suter. He too will love these conditions. Spoiled from Barras. Only went as far as Ericsson. Kick with the outside of the right boot. Found Morris behind the footies. A beautiful kick, Morris. And that one was good too, out in the direction of McCartan. See, the ball bounced and travelled 30 metres, which gives every indication it's going to be a territory game today, Alex.
Yeah, exactly right. You can already see it just skip on as it hits the deck. We're going to see a fair bit of that throughout the day.
Just who can be the cleanest with the slippery ball will surely play a part. Now, here's Watkins leading into the chase for the ball on the back of that Searle tap out, but the boundary line beat him. We'll get a throw in. And I imagine the umpires will have a bit of it today, whether they're throwing it in or balling it up, Alex.
Oh, no doubt. I think it's a good test for them, throwing it into that wind as well with a wet, slippery ball. So we'll see how they go.
They might need an ice bath or a open fire at game's end. Take your pick. Ground ball. Loose ball opportunity. Going through the traffic there was Suter. Hurried kick forward. Chance there for McMillan. He couldn't gather. High up and under kick there from Purchase. Didn't really get a great deal of purchase on the kick, no pun intended. And we'll get a ball up near the middle of the ground. So low scoring affair expected here in trying conditions at Mars Stadium. Ball up. McCallum tried to grab it out of the ruck. Little fumble, then threw it away. Swinging a miss by foot there by Walker. Ball, gathered the ball, sent it into the dangerous area. Now here's Morris again. Dribbling ball. Opportunity for Polkinghorn. Fed the ball by hand. Got an early touch. Got it back and sent it to out of centre wing, and Suter read it well off the boot. And took a nice mark.
Yeah, you can already see how the Blood's setting up behind the ball. Really want to be off their man and looking to intercept, which is good to see.
Well, McCallum got the rebound kick off Suter. How about that? It's gone 60 metres and it'll bounce another 20. It's gone from the defensive side of the middle of the ground to a boundary throw in 20 metres away from the North Ballarat goal in one kick.
Yeah, unbelievable. But that's the thing. We're going to see that all day. It's all about territory. We want to see who's clean around the ball. This will be a good test for North deep in 50.
Yeah, McCallum just got the driver out from a standing start. Boundary throw in. Jolly went early and then won it on the second attempt. So North Ballarat lame to get some momentum. They don't want to be chasing the Bloods in these conditions. Jolly went early again, and he's penalised, and rightly so. So Searle will play on to Watkins. Right foot kick beyond half back. McCallum, just a touch of the fumbles. He started well. And we'll get a ball up.
Yeah, North playing a spare behind the ball already as well. Looking to intercept, so that seems to be the way they're going to be going.
Lamb, Polkinghorn, threw it away. Lucky to get away with it. Lamb sent the ball forward, wide of the pocket. Jolly got a hand on it. It's like a diving attempt in the gully. It's gone off hands and rolled into the fence for 4.
Yeah, no, it was a good effort to try and mark that. That was coming in hard and low. It's going to be slippery, so good effort to get a hand on that.
Boundary throw in. North Ballarat in attack here. We'll give that tap to Jolly. Clean bowl. Borg, Lamb, McCartan, Cooper. Ball's gone to ground. We'll get a ball up. So it's the first time I've seen James Van Ness today. Port Melbourne product, wearing the number 41, the key back. Ball up. Ground ball. Palmer, Suter, foraging. Geez, it's a hot footy at the moment. Feel like a cake of soap after 10 minutes, I think, Alex.
Oh, I reckon it's already looking like it's borderline in that already.
Not to mention 15 blokes around the ball fighting for just that one footy. So Polkinghorne releases the ball by hand. McCartan's kick was a ricochet, fell in the hands of Purchase. Squaring ball was good. And a nice grab taken there by Faulkner. We'll go back and have a shot on goal here, and he's a thumping kick of the footy. So distance will not be a problem. This could be a good start for North Ballarat.
Definitely important win there by Purchase as well. He was clean. He had 3 Melton players around him that were all closing in. Got the kick away. Now they're getting a shot on goal. So well done to him there.
So Faulkner makes no mistake. Players and crowd up and about to the home side. They get the first of the afternoon. And Faulkner, yeah, as I'm covered half a dozen or so North Ballarat games over the last couple of seasons. He's got a ripper leg on him. So the first score, albeit a goal, to the home side, North Ballarat. So endeavouring to make it back-to-back wins here at home after getting the result against fellow top 4 opposition side in Sunbury. So under the lights here at Mars Stadium. It's a ball up. Searle won the tap. McMahon, quick hands. Jack Walker, hurried kick forward. Went to out at half forward, gathered by Palmer. Went back to McMillan, who's got some toe. Forced to release the footy. Soccer off the ground. Loose ball. Polkinghorne tried to shovel it out to Van Ness. Clean bowled him. McMillan. Well, he got it out the back of that contest and sent it forward, but we've got a turnover. Watkins again sent the ball towards the attacking 50. And there's Van Ness.
He's an imposing figure.
Yeah. Let's see how he goes. Well, he goes from half back to half forward. Reading it well out the back there was Manito. It just needs to sit up for him. Now, it finally does. He'd have fond memories from a few weeks ago with the big win over the Hampton League. He had a good day off half back. And that kick on the non-preferred didn't let him down. And found Button. So Button sends the ball towards half forward. Gee, Russell dropped what he should have taken. Open the door for the Bloods to Swarm Beast to Honeypot. We'll get a ball up. Attacking side of centre wing broadcast side for the Bloods.
Yeah, they were set up really well there. It's a missed opportunity there, that mark, because they could have been out the other side of the ground.
Tap one by Searle to Jack Walker. Loose ball opportunity here for Denver Granger Barras, who just waltzes the ball over the line. Bloods loyal and faithful, wanting deliberate. It was every bit deliberate, but it just doesn't seemingly get paid at the BFNL level. So we're going to throw in here. It'll be Searle, who's got the size advantage. Ground ball, McCartan. Just a metres gain, kick off the boot. Going to the ground there was Borg. Open the door there for Faulkner. Dribbling ball towards the boundary line. Found touch. And we're going to boundary throw in on half forward broadcast side. So the Bloods still missing quite a few. They had 15 of their grand final side in last week, so still 7 shy of that. Searle had front spot. Looks like he's got an important role to play the big fella against McCullum. Palmer did the sharking, sent the ball forward. Phillips couldn't mark cleanly. Went to ground, he'll get a push. Just momentum took him forward. It didn't take much of a touch to influence the umpire. Right foot kick, that was wide. And too wide for Handley. Over the line for a throw-in, half forward out of side for North Ballarat.
Yeah, won't be surprised if we see that ball out in that pocket and that side of the ground for most of this game. The Territory is going to be looking to kick it out there, get it as long and as forward as possible.
Throw in. Searle, Russell, and Palmer. You know, he's got some toe, Palmer, but just had the ball in too close to be able to utilise that speed. Opportunity here on the outside. Dribbling ball across the face. It's gone through for a behind.
It's good there by North, nice and clean. Shots on goal. It's when you get a deep inside 50, especially with this wind, you want to make the most of it.
Kick in was good. So that behind to Hutchinson, a late in. So Buttons up on his bike, right foot kick to out of centre wing. Strong attempt to mark in front there from Granger Barras. Chance for McCartan. Well, just threw it away in the end. Lucky to get away with it. Handley did the mopping up. Fighted out to Manito. Kicked the ball to space. Opportunity there for Huff, who fed the ball out. Now Faulkner will get one high or a push. Either. a chance to send North Ballarat into attack. So with that beautiful kicking style, he sent it forward. Ground ball. Who's going to do the sharking? Well, McCartan. Well, at loose boot there, lucky to get away with it. Just went into traffic and we'll get a ball up. Under heavy footing, some 20 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. Searle, Trigg, swinging a miss. Trigg, second effort. Button, started okay. High up and under kick, didn't go the required. Good attack on the ball there from Searle. Suter went to ground, knocked it forward in the Liam Carter direction. Stolen by Polkinghorne. But on the last line, Watkins saved the day for the Bloods and not for the first time over the journey. Alex.
No, that's it. He's a nice, reliable swingman, gets back as the goalkeeper.
So it'll be Mawson. They fed the ball towards the outer pocket with Button again. That was a good kick. Found McNahon. They went to outer centre wing. Set up good for Jack Walker. Went with the territory going across the boot and was good. Found Carter. Speaking of Brian, he went forward to Perugia. And he's got one over the shoulder. Free kick to the captain of the interleague side. He'll end up getting it back here too. Well, he probably wish he hadn't given that kick. He found touch in the end and it's found its way over the line for a boundary throw-in. Yeah, it can't be taken for granted today, the fundamentals, Alex.
No, that's for sure. It was a good little passage of play there by the Bloods, able to hit the shorts and work it out from half back. Just no finished product.
Throw in, it'll be Russell and Perugia. Ground ball. Polkinghorne, one of those.
You can really see this wind setting in.
Yeah, you can see the diagonal pattern of the rain. Chance for Jack Walker, forced to release the ball by hand. Palmer somehow extricated the kick, high up and under kick. It's a turnover. Chance there for Watkins, who went wide of the pocket. Carey got an important touch on the footy. Looks like he's got the matchup on kite today. Shark there by Davis. High up and under kick. North Ballarat got a weight of numbers here. Chance for Perugia. Van Ness over the footy. Just knocked it back into the breadcart basket of Perugia. Endeavouring to get a holding the ball decision, but denied by the umpire, and we'll get a ball up.
Yeah, good call by the umpire. He was blindsided and he knew it was happening.
Ground ball just spits out. Arts went to ground. Muddy underfoot. Whistle imminent. We'll get a ball up. Yeah, I expect these umpires to lead the disposal count today. Ball up. Gee, look at that heavy mud. Polkinghorne wanted the hold. And the umpire's going to open the game up. Well, that nearly should have been 50 against Davis because he didn't give the ball back to Polkinghorne. He just put it on the ground and ran away. So let off there for the Bloods as Polkinghorne sends the ball to half back. Jolly dropped what he should have taken, but some consideration with the slippery ball. And we'll get another stoppage, this time on half-forward broadcast side for the Bloods, as we enjoy some moments on broadcast side. Benito, good pressure at the back from McInerney. This is quite the scrappy affair. North Ballarat 7 lead, Melton no score. Lachlan Walker held up there by Lamb through traffic. Trigg was clever. Arts touch of the fumbles. Perugia fell over. Arts second effort good. McMahon with some, well, inadvertent pressure there. It's enough to square away a stoppage nonetheless. So that'll be Perugia. Just out muscled there by McCullum. Tumbling kick forward. Phillips normally swallow those. Bounced off his chest. Some good pressure there from Jolly, who just tried to give Phillips a bit of a nudge, and he didn't move the key back.
No, he's a very hard unit to move, that's for sure. And as you said, wasn't able to hold the mark. That's how we're going to see many today.
No doubt. North Ballarat lead by 7 points. Throw in. Swing and a miss by both ruckmen. Lachlan Walker has it knocked away from him. Borg dispossessed. Polkinghorne started well. So a few touches early. And he's a clean player, so just makes footy so much easier in otherwise tough conditions. McCullum, tap to land, kick smothered. Foghorn again. Ferrugia got one high. Blinded was the umpire, because there were 8 players between him and the footy.
Yeah, a lot of numbers to the stoppage, as we can see throughout the whole entirety of this first quarter, so that looks to be the go.
McCullum again. Lamb extricated by hand. McCullum has started well too. And Foghorn, he'll continue to accumulate. Set the ball, shallow entry inside 50. Trigged the target. Came off his hands. Over the line for a throw in. So as predicted, a low score being affair unfolding in front of us here. Just the one goal to Faulkner for North Ballarat. McCullum won the tap. Shark there by Nash. Went for danger area. Polkinghorn didn't go the required, said the umpire. And pass out meant for Button. Jolly went to ground. Now he's in a bit of trouble. Faulkner tackled. Loose ball. Watkins. Now Van Ness kept his feet. Got some reward here. Now he's got time to compose himself and go to the pocket. Just missed all and sundry. Driving attempt there by Trigg to no avail. And a let off there because a rare uncontested kick in space for Van Ness on that occasion.
Yeah, exactly right. You want to make the most of that. Looking inside 50, hitting your targets. Obviously, the wind's just carried that out. Out of bounds on the full, but a chance here for Melton to work it out.
Short kick in, open the door for Arts with a turnover and a flying shot at goal. Well, he's just kicked it back out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, no, not the greatest kick there from Adrian. I don't think he'll be too happy with that, but he gets his chance here to make up for it.
As to Arts, who just had that missed opportunity. I think he had another step to get onto that right side, but it's always a bit of perceived pressure when you're playing the Bloods, especially on a heavy track here at Male Stadium. Oh, how about that for a shank? Chance for Faulkner. Gather was clean and pinged by Phillips. And it'll be reward the key back and a chance to get the Bloods out of trouble.
Very important tackle, that.
Right foot kick comes broadcast side. Green shields. Lamb had front spot. Button did the roaming. He was held up and will get a ball up. So we'll get a score from around the grounds in a moment in this opening term of round 14 across the BFNL. McCullum, Faulkner, went to space. Opportunity here for McInerney. Sent the ball forward. The gather was almost clean there from Handley. Manito. Gee, that's nearly gone backwards towards Nash. Gee, the conditions are tough. We've got a boundary throwing 25 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. So, Bloods into the breeze in this opening term. And just the one goal to North Ballarat. They only needed 6 last week to beat Sunbury. Jolly overran the footy. Ferrugia got the hand pass from Walker and a clearing attempt. Not for the first time. It's probably, in fact, the 4th or 5th time in the last few minutes we've had an out of bounds on the full. And Van Ness will bring the ball back into the North Ballarat attack. Trigg went early. Ferrugia fed the ball out to Cooper. Touch of the fumbles, and they'll lock it in here, North Ballarat.
All right, so around the grounds, we've got Sunbury and Ballarat. Sunbury up by a goal, 33-27 at halftime.
Ball up. Ferrugia won that tap. Swarm of players. Trigg just threw it over his shoulder. McCartan, he too over the shoulder by foot, but missed to the left and through for a minor score.
Redan leads Sebastian 19-12 in the first quarter. Darley 12-0 lead Lake Wendouree, and East Point 8-1 lead Bacchus Marsh.
Yeah, low scoring games expecting to happen all around the region as Phillips runs his measure and got plenty on the kick. There was a good effort into the breeze. McCullum wanted a hold, denied. Ball spat out in the direction of Polkinghorn. Looking for Carey through the fingertips of the rebound defender over the line for a throw in. So 55 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. We lead by 8 points. Searle, double fist, tap was good to Walker. Awkward kick in the Ferrugia direction. Clean gather from Morris, who got it to Faulkner. That's dropping the ball every day of the week. But they'll get the advantage. And they'll go wide out the direction of Ryan Carter. Well, he was held. Umpire called play on. Lucky to get away with that, and that clearing kick found its way over the line for a boundary throw-in. So Denver Granger Barras denying the Bloods on that occasion, perceived lawfully by the umpire. Got a free kick here. So that's happened off the ball, I believe.
I think it might have been deliberate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They paid one.
I think so. It was warranted, that one.
So Liam Carter gave it back to Denver Granger Barras. Those two had a very entertaining duel at their first meet at Mackey Park. Conditions were opposite. It was beautiful dry deck there at Mackey Park. And there goes the thumping territory game from Granger Barras into the middle of the ground. Gathered by Palmer. Got plenty on the ball as it just dribbles through for a behind. Gee, that kick was from inside the centre square. And he obviously was aware that it was going to skid and went to that open goal square, but just missed off to the right.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think he got 5 metres off the ground either, so he kept it nice and low. Bit unlucky there.
So it'll be Mawson to assume the kick-in duties, and he'll go to the outer side of the ground. Direction of Russell went through his hands. Soccer off the ground there. Territory gained by Liam Carter. Foot race on here. Bannis behind, Granger Barras behind the footy. Loose hand pass. Opened the door for Borg, and he took him on and ran away. Gee, bounced the ball in those slippery conditions. It was up to the top. Well, Carey caught one high there. So just too much momentum through that ground ball. Borg, a turnover to Morris. Now he does that thumping torp. It's gone 70. And the use of the body there from McCullum was too soon, said the umpire.
That has travelled a long way. Would love to get the measurement out for that one. That was a huge thump.
Well, we don't have the measuring tape. We'll go about $12 in a cab.
Yeah.
Squaring ball out of defence there from Phillips was safe. So that'll be Watkins. Right foot kick. Now that was better from Russell. Speak of Zach Russell for the Bloods. Wearing the 15. Finn Russell playing for North Ballarat today. Right foot kick goes along the line. Granger Barras got an important fist on the ball, but reading it well there was Suter. Territory going to half forward, but Purchase read it well. Off the boot to deny Davis any impact. So both defences on top, despite a margin to North Ballarat, because they're getting some serious territory by foot. And Troy Scable, the coach of the Bloods, will have absorbed all of this first term information. And I expect a bit of a copy-paste from the Bloods in the second term with their territory gains by foot.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously got to utilise that wind and that advantage to the right-hand side, so we'll see how that goes.
Still on the tap, Scobel, quick hands. Got that towards Jack Walker. Middle of the ground opportunity here for Borg. Evasive as ever. And goes with the right boot wide. It'll miss Liam Carter. One bounce over the line for a boundary throw-in. Half forward out of side.
Yeah, with that space, you want to try to make the most of that. Obviously, it has been hard kicking inside 50 against that breeze, but just want those good looks.
Throw in. It's a good one too. Tap one by Finn Russell for North Ballarat. Ground ball, Searle. Just threw Lamb away fairly. McCartan knocked it forward only as far as Jack Walker, who sent the Bloods into attack. Good use of the body there by Granger Barras, who's had a good few minutes. Normally good by foot. And goes wide out in the direction there of Quinlan. Went past him. Cooper over the footy. Got a little nudge there from Quinlan. Locked it in the end, and we'll get a ball up 51 metres away from the Bloods' goal. So 9, North Ballarat lead Melton, no score. Tap one by Finn Russell. Faulkner. Tackle there on Suter. And we'll get a ball up. It'll be tough manufacturing a highlights reel here this afternoon on what we've seen so far. Tap one by Searle. Jack Walker went to soccer. So too did Morris. Manito had a second, third bite at it. Grab it there by Lewis. He'll get a free kick for a sling tackle. And he's told to get back. He's pushing the envelope. So Lewis goes forward. The kick was good to Trigg. That's the important mark inside 50. Just a couple of those in the opening term, given the degree of difficulty to execute these fundamentals, and in this case by foot.
And it was definitely a fantastic kick there inside 50. He had the beating of his man there, and he had that front position, was able to lead out to the right, and he's getting his reward here with a shot on goal. Need to make the most of these opportunities, as we've been harping on about this quarter, so let's see how he goes here.
Yeah, it's a tough ask. Well, he's got the aid of the breeze. He's got a heavy ball and soft underfoot, but he gets plenty of it. Smashed it just off to the left for a behind. He went over the ball retriever. Lucky they had a fence there.
Oh, my word, that was a massive kick.
And lucky the retrievers there. Otherwise, Manito would have had to put on a high vis to go and get the ball. So he'll go short here to Phillips. The kick didn't let him down. He can go along the line to Borg. Elected to go short. The kick was okay to Lachlan Walker, who comes boundary side to Borg. He can mark uncontested on half back. Continue the pattern of play along the line to Jack Walker, and the kick was okay. Right foot kick in the Ferrugia direction, hugging the boundary line. They'll get a free kick here, the Bloods. Ferrugia, he's up on his bike, and he sends the ball forward, and fortuitously, as the ball fell in there, it's a Borg, look out. Good pressure there from Quinlan. Ground ball opportunity here. Suter was strong. Fed the ball out in the direction there of Russell. Loose ball gathered by Lachlan Walker. Lamb over the footy. Gathered and just bombed it high. Gee, Jolly went early. Not for the first time today. He's done it 3 times and been penalised twice. So Searle gave it towards Watkins. Towards Carter, who wanted a hold. And rightfully denied by the umpire. And the siren sounds as Ranger Barras gets some mopping up in the back half to deny the Bloods. So here it's a tough watch. It's a grinding game and a soft ground. But it's North Ballarat with the aid of that breeze in tricky conditions here at Mars Stadium in BFNL's round 14 match of the round. They're 1 goal 4-10. They lead Melton, no score. The only goal kicker of the afternoon to date, a quarter in, Faulkner with the only goal for North Ballarat. We'll get some scores from around the grounds from you, Alex, before we take a break.
Yep, no problem. We'll go to the Sunbury-Ballarat game. It is still currently 33-27, still half-time in those parts.
Who's leading that game, mate?
Oh, Sunbury by a goal, yes. My apologies. Redan lead Sebas 27-12. Obviously, North lead Melton 10-0. Darley lead Lake Wendouree 25-2. And East Point lead Back Smash 20-1. Apologies.
Okay, guys, we'll take a break here from Mars Stadium. Go and get yourself a cup of soup with coffee, or even break the shackles and crack a can. We'll be back for the second quarter action in around 5 minutes' time.
There are certain things in life that just go well together, like the new Big Arch and layers of delicious melty cheddar cheese. Mmm, cheese. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
Welcome back to Mars Stadium ahead of the second quarter action here in BFNL's match of the round, albeit round 14. Bloods have got the breeze. And they'll kick to the right of screen in this second term. North Ballarat lead by 10 points. First tap to McCullum, to Lamb, who's denied an exit. We'll get a ball up. So McNard got the duties on Lamb. Ball up. McCullum went over the shoulder there to Hoggihorn. It was quite clever. And to Lamb again, who's held up and denied space from the man we spoke of in McNard. So the third stoppage in the opening minute. Territory gain to half forward. Trigg wanted to push. Umpire didn't take the bait, and rightly so. Watkins had a good opening term. Hanley dribbling ball. Excellent gather there from McCullum. Didn't have a handball give, so elected to thump the ball onto the boot towards Lamb. Goes forward in the jolly direction. It was a 2-on-1 and numbers prevailed. Phillips, who had a good opening term. Right foot kick to the outer side. Borg got a little fist on the footy to deny Palmer, so a couple of the speedsters into league reps.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, very quick players, and there was a contest earlier in that first quarter where he couldn't slow himself down, so he's a fast fella.
Yeah, that would be a good sprint race, and ironically they've got similar right boots on today. Throw in, Searle, grabbed that out of the ruck, fed the ball forward, missed the target, meant for Davis, chance of purchase, who went back to Granger Barras, who's held up by Carter, just carried the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. On outer side of the ground, half forward for the Bloods. Throw in, Searle, favoured him. Hurried kick forward there from Walker. Good territory gain. Van Ness was clean and ushered over the line by Ryan Carter for a throw in. 35 metres around from the Melton goal. So Van Ness, Morris and Granger Barras, they're a handy three to have in your back six, Alex.
Yeah, most definitely. It was a good little passage there from Melton, able to get the clean clearance and a ball inside 50.
So Carey had a second and third attempt, but just dribbled the ball off the boot. And we'll get another boundary throw in and a couple of pleas for a deliberate from the small Melton forwards. It's often the small ones that want those. Tap one by Ryan Carter. McCartan couldn't gather cleanly. And we'll get another stoppage.
Yeah, but as you did mention, though, yeah, they are an imposing force down back, those three. And on a dry day, I could imagine they'd be a nightmare.
Ball up. Well, bounced on its end with no ruck impact. Polkinghorn. Fitted out to Carey. And kicked it out of bounds on the full. So an opportunity for Suter to get into the danger zone here. Check the kick, but it's favoured Liam Carter. He's taking a chest mark in the end, just metres away from goal. And all important for the North Ballarat defence, well, to have one in front and one behind. And the one in front, well, was non-existent. It opened the door for Carter to mark. From near point blank range and a chance to get the Bloods' first goal of the afternoon. He snuck it through there, Liam Carter. The Bloods are on the board here at Mars Stadium. They're within 4 points on the back of that opener. 1-4 plays, 1 goal straight. So quite the important player in the Bloods campaign this season, Liam Carter. And who could forget the 6-goal grand final performance that earned him the medal, Alex.
Yeah, that's it. He's a very versatile man, and he can play anywhere you want him, but he's a very handy forward. And yeah, sometimes just got to get the ball inside 50, get it in there deep. The ball was able to fall to him. Wasn't the greatest kick in the world, but it got to Carts and he kicked the goal.
Yeah, and he got it into the right area as well. Ball up, McCullum, Polkinghorn, almost. Swinging a miss nearby foot. Running onto it now was Palmer. Kept it in front of him. Oh, nearly set up for him, but it didn't in the end. Manito gathered, took on the tackle. Somehow got ball to boot. Out the direction of Davis. Purchase did well to deny. Ground ball. Pies picked out a free kick here. It's going to go the way of the Bloods. It's going to go to Ryan Carter. He plays on. It was an awkward kick. nearly favoured the Bloods again. Ground ball, and we'll get a ball up, half forward out of side. So the longer this game goes, I imagine a bit more physicality to creep into it. You know, a little bit of frustration, given the trying conditions. Foghorn again. Gee, be a handful on a dry day, Foghorn. He's just had an almost game in the opening quarter and a bit. Never far away from the contest. McCallum, in fact, just copped an errant arm to the face. Not seen by the umpire or worthy enough to be awarded a free kick. And we'll get another ball up. So the two big men, Searle and McCallum. McCallum won that tap, went only as far as McMahon, who got ball to boot, didn't go the required, said the umpire. So Purchase highs up and under kick, went direction of Jack Walker, went through his hands. He's held up by Polkinghorn, and we'll get a ball up 45 metres away from the Bloods' goal.
And they're doing well to hold it in here, the Bloods, keeping it in there half the ground. Got to make the most of it.
Chat won by McCallum, loose ball opportunity. Again, Seagulls fighting over a chip. We'll get a ball up. 1-4-10 North Ballarat lead. Melton 1 goal straight 6. Bloods with the aid of the breeze in this second term. Searle fought hard for it and then lost possession. So his physical presence and hustle, that's all Troy Scoble will be asking from him today. Up against McCallum. So Searle won that tap to Palmer. Kick across the body. It's a bouncing ball. Waiting in the back there was Nash, but Watkins' attack on the footy. It's enough to reward the Bloods with a boundary throw-in. Got an important touch on that, because Nash was away. That was his intent. Bit of a Joe the Goose, albeit off half-back. Throw-in. McCallum at the back. Won the tap. Manito across the body. Bouncing ball to a dangerous area. Van Ness got an important touch on it. Green Shields, tackle taken to the ground. Polkinghorn, nearly caught one high. No, said the umpire. We'll get a ball up. True Sanaa forward for the Bloods.
Very interesting to see North set up. I'd think with the stoppages around 50, they'd be getting an extra man back, but they're looking to value the one-on-one contest.
That one by Searle to himself, really, in the end. Loose boot there from McCallum. Got no meters advantage. Umpire's paid a trip here. It's going to go the way of the Bloods. It's going to go to McMahon. They'll send the Bloods forward. Ranger Barras just kept the ball in front of him. And we'll get a ball up 25 metres away from the Bloods' goal.
In saying that, the North have been able to get their midfielders inside 50, D50 very quickly and impact that stoppage.
McCallum just dropped it to his feet, hoping Polkinghorn was there. And aiding the support for the Bloods was Zach Russell to square away a ball up. So no one's had the ball more in their hands than Polkinghorn today, but it's just been unable on a number of occasions to exit in the territory sense. McMahon to the danger spot. Wrestling on the goal line. Was lawful, said the umpire. And the Bloods get back-to-back goals on an afternoon with it seemingly worth 2, Alex.
Yeah, that's it. It's a great goal there by Benny Mack. He was able to be clean below his knees, pick up the ball, just get it forward. It's fortunate enough to fall through. Some good work there by Carter to shepherd the ball through. Obviously, it would have been a nice intercept mark opportunity for the North's defender, but no, you just got to get the ball forward and hope that you can get some score on the board, and that's what Benny McMahon did.
Yeah, I'd like to know over the years how many goals that haven't quite made the distance that the Carters have been able to shepherd through. It's an unheralded roll. There's Polkinghorn on the back of that McCallum tap. Who got it to Lamb. Dribbling ball, shallow entry inside 50. The shallowest I've seen. Nash took them on. Released the ball by hand. Unlawfully, said the umpire. And Watkins has ball in hand, and he'll go with the right boot from the defensive 50. At the back, Van Ness didn't gather. Oh, how about the roving there from Faulkner? And the kick was terrific. Found Arts. Can they get something out of nothing here as they go forward? Second attempt. Trigg claimed the mark, not paid. Release the ball. Ground ball opportunity for Lewis. He's tackled, taken to the ground there by Cooper.
Yeah,
That was, yep, Cooper. And we'll get a ball up.
That's it. Some great work by Faulkner, as you said, on the wing. Able to get the ball forward. It's fantastic stuff.
Watkins, he's had a good opening half. We'll get a ball up. So misty rain prevailing here at Mars Stadium. Now Suter. It's the instep there. Just shanked it out of bounds on the full. And open the opportunity for Arts to go deep into attack. Nash couldn't hang on. That's nearly holding the ball against Watkins on by Trigg. He'll get a second attempt here. Clearing kick. Farouj commits. A great desperation shown there by North Ballarat. They'll get a free kick, and Lamb, who's certainly not shy on courage. He's got Morris there, who's a thumping kick, but he's just trying to regain his composure. Morris is still on, and he'll go there now. That's poor checking from the Bloods. Troy's able to be disappointed with that.
Too worried about the little scuffle, I think.
So Lamb will come off for a little spell. He's just leaning to that right shoulder. Let's hope he's okay. Now Morris with the breeze or against the breeze is a thumping kick. Gets plenty of it. It's right. Look at it just fade away. Excellent ball there from Phillips. Not out of trouble yet though, the Bloods. Palmer wanted a free kick, denied. Tack on the footy was good there from Borg. How about the hand pass on that gather? Got it to Russell. Territory going to outer centre wing. Finn Russell leading into the race to the ball for North Ballarat. Just needs to bend and gather. He did. They've got some numbers here, but they just need to work it out, North Ballarat. As the reinforcements arrive for the Bloods, and we'll get a ball up. True centre wing out of side.
Yeah, it was good work by the Bloods to be able to get it back out onto the wing. Deep inside 50. It was a great chance for North to capitalise against the wind.
That one by Russell. McCartan taken to the ground. We'll get a ball up. So, called the interleague game here about a month ago. Fair Nickham on that building site over there. Doesn't look like there's been a shovel in the ground since. Now here's Palmer. High up and under kick with the left boot. Attack on the footy was good there from Nash. He barely touched it. Lewis tried to get it over the top to Trigg. He was denied. Foot race on here. Borg, Nash. Nash gathered, wanted the high, and he got it. Got McMillan on the inside. Didn't go the required. Standing start, delivered to half forward. Poor kick in the end. Read well there by Phillips. He'll come broadcast side and do us all a favour, and came out in the button direction. He can just tip it over the top to Ericsson if he likes, but he goes inboard to half forward. Kick was terrific, found Suter. And he played on and went with the right boot. Umpire's paid down the ground. And it'll be Braden Kite for his first real disposal of the afternoon. A real tough day for forwards. But this is all Braden Kite may need to kickstart his afternoon on the back of that down the ground free after Suter was dumped as he kicked. And with goals at a premium this afternoon, you don't need undisciplined acts playing a role, Alex.
No, not at all. And I think we've got to take a look back at Tommy Button's vision there to be able to take that kick inside 50 and hit Suter. Just open up the ground. That hasn't been the way today. Haven't had those opportunities to actually lower the eyes and hit a target.
That'll be Braden Kite from 30. As soon as it hit the boot, he knew it was good. And Bloods get 3 in a row in this second term. And they extend to a very handy 8-point lead, given the conditions.
Yeah, they'll appreciate that good fortune there with a free kick inside 50. But as you said, the undisciplinary, yeah, you can't afford for that to happen on a day like this. So win there for the Bloods. And yeah, just got to herald Tommy Button there, because that's opened the game up and allowed for a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, terrific kick. Made it look easier than what it was. Bit of a dry day finish there from Button. Ball up. That one there by Russell. Hustle over the footy. Number of players fighting over that footy. And we're going to ball up. So it looks like Farouja has gone into the ruck against young Russell. The ladder won the tap. Ground ball. And a repeat stoppage. Alex, we need to find some action, my friend. We'll have a look around the grounds. No doubt our next stoppage won't be too far away for Ruja. Right on cue.
On cue. Very good. So we got Sunbury leading Ballarat 47-33.
At the restart, swing out of mid-air, a volley from Polkinghorn, dribbling ball across half forward. Chance here for Lewis, fighting for it at ground level. Scoble got a little chip off the side of the boot. Hawkner, tap, only went as far as Cooper. Awkward kick to half forward. Van Ness kept his feet, gathered cleanly, tackled well there by Davis. Important kick from Carter. Carey did well. Got it to Palmer, the sidestep was good. Fed it over the top to Arts. Can go further afield. Foot race on here. Chance for McInerney. He couldn't gather cleanly. Open the door for the Bloods through Manito. Territory gain of about 15 metres. Attacked on the footy. Was good there from Palmer, but he wasn't clean enough. Jack Walker was the beneficiary. Tumbled the kick forward inside 50 for the Bloods and enough to get a boundary throwing.
I'll follow it up with a few more scores here. We got Redan leading Sebas 40-24. Darley leading Lake Wendouree 44-10. And East Point leading back Smash 26-8.
Bloods in attack here. They lead by 8 points. Live action from Mars Stadium by the BFNL match setup. Tap one by McCullum. Chance there for Quinlan. And he's tackled and held up by Suter. Geez, you wouldn't get much change out of 10 tackles a week for Suter. Loves the in and under. Ball up. Good use to the body from both sides to gain, well, couldn't gain any advantage. So Carey grabbed it, thumped it on the boot, went through the red basket there of Searle. Loose ball opportunity here. Watkins didn't bend. Opened the door there for half. Came the soccer. There was Hutchinson. Bloods under the pump. That was nearly a clever tap. Handley tried to knock it to the advantage of Phillips, but Nash got one high.
Yeah, a little sloppy there from Phillips sliding in like that. Free kick, you can't be given away there on 50.
Now, Nash is an excellent ball user, but we all have our limitations on a tough day. So he tried to get around the man on the mark, went back onto the left boot, and the kick was turned over in the end by Mawson. He'll come broadcast side. Found Liam Carter. So that was a good exit kick there from Mawson. And the kick along the line was terrific to Russell, who marked in front of Morris. And a chance to get the Bloods moving forward. So he goes in the Ericsson direction. Soccer off the ground there from McInerney. Ball spat out towards Morris. Greenshields went to ground. Close up against the boundary line. Morris wanting a holding the ball. He's going to get this. He's had eye contact from player to the umpire. Does play a role in influencing. Well, I did think it was there in the end. I just picked up that Morris got the eye contact very early.
Yeah, I think it is beneficial.
And he plays on. Beautiful drop punt. Shallow entry inside 50. Chance there for Jolly. Went through his hands. Huff. And a stoppage. We'll get a ball up. Oh, no. Payne holding the ball. North Ballarat players cannot believe it. And it'll be Phillips to take the resultant free kick. See, that was 50 because McCartan gave Mawson the footy. The wrong player.
Yep.
Oh. Geez, they like a good fumble, the crowd, don't they?
They do. Little comedy errors there, but that's something you would expect to see on a day like this. Obviously, it's hard to keep your feet at the best time. So,
Greenshields possibly still a little jet lag. Boundary throwing. Tap one by McCullum. Chance for Lamb. Kick smothered by Lockton Walker. It's courageous to put your hand over the footy near the boot. Arts. Kick smothered by Jack Walker. Geez, some important contact, whether it just be by arm or body, from the Bloods today. Real 1% contributions. They all add up, denying opposition. McCullum, he'll get a hold here. And a chance to send the ball deep into attack here, the big man. Nash presents into the danger area. Now gets out of the way. They send the ball forward. One of the hold there, North Ballarat. Polkinghorn held up there by Cooper, slung in the tackle. Lucky to get away with it.
Oh, yeah, I think North were lucky there to not get that hold there in the marking contest. One that might have got away there because it would have been a good opportunity for a shot on goal.
Ball up in the pit. Tap one by McCallum. Watkins, Green Shields, ground ball. Good pressure there from Lewis on Suter. We'll get a ball up. So an opportunity here for North Ballarat. Laid it over. Lachlan Walker got ball to boot. Purchase. Couldn't quite gather cleanly. Liam Carter just got ball to boot and went off the side, and not for the first time today from either side. That'll be Ranger Barassil. Hand the ball to Lamb. Polkinghorn presented, but he'll go the longer option as he runs away to a danger area. Bloods fly. Still got a fist on the footy. Chance for Trigg. Feed the ball out. And we'll get another held up stoppage here. It's McInerney is forced to, well, give the ball back to the umpire, but just placed it on the ground. McCallum. Well, excellent touch there from Searle to deny that territory gain. Oh, that's dropping the ball against Suter, and it's going to go to Arts.
Yeah, that's very good there by North. The pressure's been amazing this last 5 minutes, being able to lock it down here. It is a very, very strong breeze that they're kicking against, and they've been able to lock the ball in. Constant pressure around the stoppage. Now they're getting a reward with a shot on goal. Let's see if he can make the most of this opportunity.
So Arts to narrow the margin. Kicks on its way, won't quite get the distance. Players fly, ground ball, McInerney gathered, then fell over. Took the ball with him. Over the line for a boundary throw in, just metres around from the North Ballarat point post. They have it up the right end late in this second term, North Ballarat. Can they get some bang for buck for time spent in their front half in the last few minutes? Polkinghorn shoveled it out, missed the target. That was a good gather there from Quinlan to send the ball back into attack. Double fist ball there from Phillips. They've got numbers here through Handley, threw it away. And rightly so, pinged by the umpire. That was good umpiring. So Half sends the ball to the danger area. Manito spent it before he had it. Forgivable on a day like today. A bit of a stacks on the mill. We'll get a ball up. 20 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. So it'll be Searle to contest this ruck duel on his own and through the hands of Walker. Palmer just wasn't clean enough. Ball rolled over the line for a boundary throw in. 25 to 30 metres around from the North Ballarat goal.
Still being able to lock it in here, North are doing a great job.
Throw in. Searle won that tap. Lamb high up and under kick. Umpire will pay the mark. And oh no, he won't. It must have been touched. I think it went the required, Alex.
Oh, I reckon it was borderline.
Yeah.
It was borderline. Good call, I think.
Ball up. Searle held. Should have got a free. And he's still asking the umpire why not. Now Polkinghorn had his head ripped off. It's a classic case of missing the first one and paying the next one, but it's the opposite team, unfortunately, for Bloods fans. And Searle did agree with my vision on that contest. He was held, but Polkinghorn, degree of difficulty, the highest you'll get here. Kicks on its way. Just across the face and thumped through by the reliable Melton defence. So 5 scoring shots to 3 in favour of North Ballarat, but they trailed by 7 points here late in this second term. BFNL match of the round. Stick with us. It's a tough watch, but it's tight nonetheless. Manito gets plenty on the kick. Oh, Ryan Carter, he just thought he had it. It's just a little too laconic in the end. And we'll get a ball up. So A let off there for North Ballarat. That exit kick out of defence was a beauty to Ryan Carter, who was right place, right time. Just couldn't complete it. Tap from Searle went through the hands of Chase Scoble. McCartan, clever hands of Polkinghorn. That was sublime. With the right foot kick from Lamb. Gee, went through the hands of Mawson. But as they so often do, the Bloods, they do the mopping up. Ground level ball. Gathered there by McMillan. Sent the ball to the danger area. Trigg and Handley. Gathered there by Handley. Got the support through. Might have been Cooper, was it? It was indeed. And got it towards outer side. Half forward for North Ballarat. Chance for half. Missed the target by hand. Hot footy. Palmer. Got it inside 50. Cooper again. Just threw the ball onto the boot and just got it out of there. Van Ness just protected the ball away from Braden Kite. Off hands over the line for a boundary throw in. Centre wing out of side.
Yeah, rare win for the Bloods in the last 5 minutes. They've been able to get it back out onto that wing, get a stoppage, just reassure things and, you know, try to just withstand this North pressure.
Throw in. Russell may have got a hand on it. Another volley there from Polkinghorn with about 10 metres. Manito over the footy. Hand pass for there by Walker. It only went as far as Lewis. Went forward, Trigg. Good pressure there from Phillips. And they'll get back and lend assistance as Jack Walker got it to Mawson. Turnover opportunity. Polkinghorn got it to Lewis, who sent the ball forward. Just bounced inside the boundary line. We'll get a throw in deep inside North Ballarat's forward 50. Melton, 3 straight 18. North Ballarat 1-5-11. Deep in North Ballarat's front half. Another opportunity presents. Jolly pushed Searle out of the contest. Didn't get much of a gain by foot. It ended up in the hands of Manito, who just thumped it wide. Now, that was deliberate, but not paid by the umpire, and fair enough.
Let it slide.
Yeah, he was just happy just to bang it out of defence. I think he was... I don't think he had a player in mind, in fairness, Alex.
Nah, I don't think so.
Boundary throw in. Searle. Tap one there by Jolly, or it might have been Russell. The kick rebounded forward and fell into the hands of Ryan Carter, who went towards Farrugia. Excellent use of the body there from Morris. We'll just chip it over the top here. Kick was okay. Palmer with ball in hand. Goes with the right boot towards outer centre wing. Searle presents. Put that big body frame in front of the footy. Took a nice mark on the chest and thumped the ball back into the danger area. Van Ness swinging a miss by the spoil. McMillan's gather was good. Fed it to Van Ness. Now Lamb's been industrious in this opening half. They've got it to Polkinghorn. He too, with that important 45 kick to Trigg. He'll look to get the ball moving. He goes wide to Palmer, who's covered some ground today. It's been good. And the kick found Lewis on half forward, out of side. Running out of time here in this second term, North Ballarat, to get one into the breeze. Trigg flew, waiting at ground level was Hanley to Cooper. Clearing kick was cut off there by Lewis, who's had a bit of it in this second term.
Well set up there by North.
So I think North Ballarat have had more ball, but they're shy on the scoreboard by 7. That hit-up kick was okay to McCartan. And go to Lamb. Oh, he's called play on. I'm not sure that was the right call, but the umpire is...
He couldn't have been in a better position.
Yeah, that's it, mate. So it'll be a ball up. Tap one there by Russell. Lewis caught one high. Umpire called play on. Palmer couldn't gather. Polkinghorn could. But then his hand pass only went as far as Sudo, threw it on the boot and got it to outer centre wing. Gee, that was well read off the boot there by Morris. He leads the foot race out in front of Farrugia. He just needs to gather, and he did. That was a good kick too in the end, and found Lamb, who's had some impact, especially in the second half of this second term. Gee, they've been good the last 10 or 12 minutes, North Ballarat, in this quarter, Alex.
No, they have. They've been on top, that's for sure. And it's been very hard for the Bloods to be able to get forward of the ball. And they just haven't been able to capitalise when they've had the opportunity, but neither have North, really. They've been all over the Bloods in the last 10 minutes.
But it's the Bloods who lead 18-11. Walker. Foghorn did well and got another territory gain. Hanley, commitment was good. Hutchinson at the back. Good second effort there from Hanley with the rundown tackle. Denied Hutchinson an exit by hand. And the spoil found its way over the line for a boundary throw-in.
I'll tell you what, I'd love to see the entries for this quarter, because that's another one for North Ballarat. Just keep getting the ball inside 50. They hold it in there, just can't get a score.
Boundary throw-in. Searle at the back. Won that tap, knocked it back boundary side. Foot race on here. McCartan kept his feet, got rewarded. Hand pass to Cooper. Turnover. Left foot kick, clearing one at that. Perugia's gather was clean. Went inside out. Now he's in trouble. Good frontal pressure there from Morris. Free kick here. It's going to go the way of North Ballarat. And it's going to go to Russell. We should feed the ball by hand. Not as predictably as that, though. Made it difficult for Lamb, who went to Carey. Look out! Good ball there from Borg. He's got some momentum through that chase. Gathered cleanly. Put the ball onto the left boot in the direction of Kite. He was waiting back dangerously there. And the siren in the end saved North Ballarat. The most entertaining game. It's been a slog, but entertaining. It's been tight. It's been inside. And you can't doubt the endeavour of both sides this afternoon, Alex.
No, not at all. It's a game that's really just, it has depended on the end that the teams have been kicking. Obviously, Melton early in the second quarter were able to get their goals on the board. North had the chance in the first quarter, probably didn't take all their opportunities, but that second half of the second quarter, North definitely on top. Were able to lock it inside forward 50. Weren't able to get the goals, but were definitely on top, and they made it very mighty hard for Melton to get the ball forward. So it's a credit to them, but they don't have the score on the board they probably would have wanted, so it leaves the game wide open.
Yeah, they're probably leading the numbers on the stat sheet in a number of areas, but yeah, the Bloods, that defence is quite the underrated asset at Troy Scable's disposal. North Ballarat led Melton by 10 points with the breeze at quarter time, and the Bloods booted 3 unanswered in reply in that second term to lead by 7 points. The goal scorers for Melton, Braden Kite, Liam Carter and Ben McMahon, whilst for North Ballarat, it's Max Faulkner. Alex, you got the scores from around the grounds, half-time in BFNL action this round 14 fixture before we take a break.
Yep, so we got Sunbury leading Ballarat 53-41. Redan leading Sebas 41-32. Darley leading Lake Windaree 70-10, and East Point leading Bacchusmarsh 49-8. So very well on top there.
Yeah, so the top two just going about their business comfortably, and of course no Matty Johnson or Bryson McDougall for East Point. Whilst it was well found earlier in the week that the Devils were going to arrest a few of their top end against the winless Lakers. But here in BFNL's match of the round, it's the reigning premiers endeavouring to end a run of 3 outs who lead at half-time in BFNL's match of the round. 3 straight 18. They lead North Ballarat 1-5-11. But the hosts, they're not out of the game. They're endeavouring to claim a second top 4 scalp in as many weeks. A break and back with the second half action in around 10 minutes' time.
There are certain things in life that just go well together, like the new Big Arch and layers of delicious melty cheddar cheese. Mmm, cheese. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
Welcome back to Mars Stadium ahead of the second half action here in BFNL's match of the round. North Ballarat hosting Melton, and it's the Bloods on the road who lead by 7 points. North Ballarat certainly not out of it on what we saw in the second half. They showed a bit of fight in the second half of that second term, Alex.
Yeah, definitely up against the wall as well, and really going against the conditions they were, and they were able to grind it out. And they've got themselves in a good position. The game's wide open, and it'll be a cracking second half.
Yeah, well, I'll need to hit the scores on the goal front with the breeze. As McCullum goes to Polkinghorne, we said that a bit. Reward for playing in front. Lewis, full of confidence after that good opening half. His kick was a little errant. Meant for Nash. Kept it in, just needed some support. He got it belatedly from Trigg in the end. McMahon. Ball spills free over the line for a throw in. So a shallow entry for North Ballarat, who we acknowledged have had more of those than the Bloods in the last 10 minutes, albeit the opening minute here in the final 10 minutes of that second term. The umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go against McCullum. It's going to go the way of Searle, who's been important today, just with his physicality alone, given the number of stoppages. And he comes broadcast side. Kick will be cut off there by Carey. And he'll send the ball into attack. No one could really impact the contest. Nash with a spoil. Hurried kick away there from Benito. Jack Walker shoveled it out, did well. Hurried kick there from Watkins. Got it beyond half back. So the Bloods deny North Ballarat again, and they get out here through Davis, who got a territory gain forward. Foot race on here. Chance for Quinlan. He's held up, ridden to the ground there by Kite. They'll get a boundary throwing.
Yeah, that's good work there by the Bloods. Get the ball forward, put it out into the space, playing a very high line, North Ballarat and Melton respectively. So getting it forward and getting that territory into the wind is critical.
So two of the biggest men on the ground, McCullum and Searle. Call it even. Ground ball, McCartan over it. Just shoveled it out. Didn't have any support there. Now he's in a bit of strife. McMahon, hurried kick, went through the hands of Quinlan, who wanted a hold on Ericsson, denied. Clever little soccer there from Davis to get it into a danger area. It was good gather and release by hand to Purchase. Now McCullum went with the soccer, and as far as Cooper, couldn't get ball to boot. She says a scrappy affair here at Mars Stadium. Hurried kick away. Just went inside 50 there for the Bloods. We'll get a throw in 35 metres around from their goal.
Yeah, I think both teams will be happy with the stoppage there. It's been hot contested footy. Obviously, there'll be a few tired boys that would have been loving the half-time break, but they're back out here doing battle again.
There's the throw in. Got out the back, going the soccer there is Ryan Carter, who's put on a long sleeve for this second half. Borg fed the ball by hand to Suter, who went high with an up and under. Morris just had to stop, drop what he would normally take. Couldn't release the footy. Van Aerts did, went boundary side towards McMillan, whose clearing kick has been cut off there by Manito. He too would normally hang on to those on a dry day. McMahon was clean. Fed the ball by hand to Watkins. Inside 50. McCullum in front. Just couldn't try and hang on for long enough. As the ball's caught in the pit. To speak of the mud pit, we'll get a ball up 40 metres away from the Melton goal.
As much as we want to harp on about getting the ball forward and getting territory, there was a nice little outlet kick there for North Ballarat. They decided not to take it. Would have got him out and away.
Ball up. Bloods in attack. Nearly kicking in danger. So Scoble went the soccer off the ground. Got a territory gain to the pocket. The gather was terrific from Van Aerts. Fed the ball by hand. Got it to Palmer. Had a good opening half. Continued the pattern of play to the outer side of the ground. One bounce over the line. We'll get a throw in. True centre wing outer side. Well, it's not all important for the Bloods to get the win today in the context of their season. Sitting comfortably in third place. North Ballarat fighting to keep their finals hopes alive. Borg through traffic. Got ball to boot. In front, Morris. Good pressure from Russell. Suter provided the support. Oh, Morris was terrific there.
Yeah, those second and third efforts are what you want, especially when you're trying to defend. And he's done a great job there. I think he's been pretty solid throughout the day so far, so he'll be looking to continue it on for the rest of the game. Boundary
throw in. Attacking side of centre wing. Outer side of the ground for the Bloods. It'll be McCullum and Searle. McCullum got a little touch on it. Borg wanted the hold, denied. Tackled there by McCartan. And we'll get another stoppage.
Yeah, as this game goes on, I reckon we're just going to keep talking about the stoppages.
Yeah, I reckon they'll bring up the ton today. Polkinghorn, he's been in and under everything today, and he'll get a hold.
Yeah, sloppy there from Melton. A free kick that definitely could have been avoided.
So Polkinghorn with the right boot. Krieg presents. Just had it knocked away from him. Rare ball opportunity. High ball. Van Ness with the spoil. Shark there by Walker. Oh, that's a good mark taken there by Carey. So obviously some good communication there between he and Morris. So Carey with the old-fashioned talk gets it towards half forward. Granger Barras has gone forward for North Ballarat. So the two boys in the bright boots go toe-to-toe at ground level, and the umpire will win out in the end. We get a ball up on half forward out of side.
Yeah, you speak of the good old-fashioned talk. We're going to continue to see them as the game progresses.
Loose ball, Shark there by Borg, who's starting to have an impact. Right foot kick went wide, and every bit wide. One bounce over the line. We're going to throw in. So they found the umpires for the most part of the day, the players, inadvertently, of course. And there's another throw in on the outer side. McCullum at the tap to Polkinghorn. Yeah, that was poor checking from the Bloods. The kick was terrific in the end. He found Arts. See, the jumper clash is starting to play a role too. So he goes wide to the pocket. Foot race on here. Ranger Barras couldn't keep it in, but they'll get a boundary throw in deep in their front half. And obviously rolling the dice with Ranger Barras forward. They've got to get a score to win the game, Alex.
Yeah, most definitely, especially in this quarter with the, what's been the goal-scoring side. Some great play there by North, though, getting it forward.
So Searle had front spot, won the tap. Suter, Benito fighting for it. Spat out to Searle, who just threw the ball onto the boot. Van Ness has pushed right up. He nearly had it. Did a bit right. Got the right side of Carter to create the gather opportunity, but slipped through his hands on a trying day, as we referred to for the most part of the afternoon. Doesn't look like changing by any stretch. In fact, it could possibly get worse as McCullum won the tap. Soccer off the ground by Benito. Some good pressure.
I think we've seen North be pretty clean here around the stoppages, which has been very fortuitous. They haven't got the score just as of yet, but they've been very clean around the stoppage.
Swing and a miss by McCullum. Button couldn't gather. Searle could in the end, though, had it stolen by Carey. Sent the ball into attack. That was an excellent commitment on the footy there from Watkins, who's had a good game. Right foot kick towards half back. Blood's not out of trouble yet. Suter will get on the end of this. As soon as he did, though, he was tackled and bailed up there by McInerney. And we'll get a ball up 51 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
It was great there by Watkins, able to leave the man, rebounded outside 50.
McCullum won that tap. Ball spilled free. Suter just spent it before he had it. That was enough to open the door for North Ballarat to square away a stoppage 50 metres away from their goal. So McCullum and Searle at it again. Searle this time wins out and then does the soccer. Umpire's picked out a free kick here for a hold. It's going to go against Carey to McMahon. Now he's got Watkins on his outside if he wants him. He's got Phillips' broadcast side. Could have done us all a favour, but he decided to go out of side of the ground. It's a mark taken there by Carter. Excellent mark. Rare contested one of the afternoon. Right foot kick goes along the line. Good use to the body there by Van Ness, who overcooked the hand pass meant for Palmer. We get a boundary throw in, true centering out of side.
Yeah, as you said, a rare contested mark for the day, and still being able to use the body and win a one-on-one is pretty critical. So hopefully we see more of that from both sides throughout the day, because it's great to see in these conditions.
Boundary throw in. McCullum won the tap, went searching for McCartan, went off the boot of Polkinghorn and just didn't bend on that occasion. Opened the door for Scoble, who's got a bit of toe, and sent the Bloods into attack. Good frontal pressure on the footy there by Hutchinson. Morris wanted the hold, denied by the umpire. Faruja was tough in the contest, so too Russell. And we'll get a ball up 40 metres away from the Bloods goal. So you know the game's on tenterhooks when both sides are pleading with the umpire for a free kick.
Most definitely.
McCullum, territory gain. Guess who? Phillips in front. Good defensive spoil there from Barras. Now Nash with the big thumping kick from about 70 metres out. Through the pit, it'll pull up. And Hanley's got time to steady and weigh up the options. And the kick was okay to Watkins. He'll continue the run of play to the outer side of the ground. Out of bounds on the full. And a chance for Granger Barras to send North Ballarat into attack. So he went to the hot spot. Excellent spoil. Talking on, clean bowled him. Chance for Arts, gathered. And got one over the shoulder. A free kick here to Arts, who had a shot on goal in the first term. It was just offline. North Ballarat's last 5 scoring shots have been behinds.
Yeah, definitely haven't made the most of their opportunities, and no excuses here. Hopefully he can get a goal on the board.
Kicks on its way. Well, he shanked it left. 1-6 now. 12. North Ballarat trail Melton 3 straight 18. So look, there's a goal in it. Still anybody's game. Manito, he's up on his bike and he comes broadcast side. The kick was very good and found Hanley. He didn't have to break stride. He just needs to touch the ball on the ground as he runs his measure and delivers along the line. Purchase. It's just a little bit away from him. Morris. He's paid deliberate on that occasion.
Yeah, I don't think there was too much escape in that one.
So Kite off the side of the boot with the old-fashioned talk. Ryan Carter just had it knocked away from him. McMillan did enough. Now we'll get a ball up 35 metres away from the Bloods goal.
Yeah, another let-off for North there. They had a great opportunity to hit the scoreboard prominently and let the opportunity slip.
Red ball. McCartan was hopeful. Good attack on the footy there from young Jolly. Ground ball opportunity. Saving the day there was the umpire with another stoppage. Pattern of the afternoon as Searle comes off for a rest. Ball up. Tap one there by Russell of North Ballarat. And Manito's held up. We'll get a ball up. A marginal gain there from North Ballarat from one stoppage to the next.
See the Bloods here enforcing the extra number behind.
Yep, and rightly so. McCartan. Kick didn't go the required. He'll get a second effort here. Tried to shovel it out to Polkinghorn, but couldn't get a clean release. So, a scrum of sorts in the theme of rugby in town. Going just a couple of metres again from that stoppage. Clever tap there from Ryan Carter. The Jack Walker. Shallow entry inside 50. Zach Russell couldn't mark the footy. Quinlan went up by pass went over the head of Erickson. Now we've got a ground ball. Oh, ping for holding the ball. So the 9 previous ones to that have been adjudicated as a stoppage. And on this occasion, Purchase kicks it into the middle of the ground. Went through the hands of McMillan. Manito did the roving and just fired the ball to half forward. So it'll be Borg. Sends the ball into attack. Purchase. Attacked it well. Just got enough on the footy. Oh, has the gather from Arts. Air pass let him down. Went to where Trigg was and not where he was going. Borg went in board. Chance for Zach Russell. Kick across the body. Up through there for a behind.
Good little passage there from the Bloods. Probably unlucky they didn't get a score on the board there. A prominent score anyway, but well defended by North.
Melton's first behind of the afternoon, midway through this third term. So it'll be Nash on this occasion. Just thumps it to the outer side of the ground. Foot race on here, gathered by Palmer. He had Button to beat. Tried to chip it over the top. Went through the hands of Walker. Manito did the mopping up again. Sent the ball back towards half forward. And Van Ness with the spoil again. Found its way to the boundary line for another throw in.
I mentioned the extra number behind the ball for the Bloods, as obviously, as we know, North didn't elect that last term, and they were able to have that extra number around the ball, which allowed them to lock it inside 50 more often than not. So 2 different tactics getting employed by the teams.
Tap one by Ryan Carter, only as far as Polkinghorn, who's kicked off the side of the boot. It's gone out of bounds on the full. We'll get you an update score from around the grounds shortly. We'll work our way through them from stoppage to stoppage. We wouldn't want to use it all up in one go. Phillips got on the end of that re-entry. Kick was good from Mawson, and the kick went forward towards just that half forward. Button couldn't gather cleanly, just socketed it. Look out, Arts needs to be clean here, and he was. He did well not to give away a free kick because the traffic was coming his way, and it's so easy to infringe with a ground ball. We'll get a ball up.
Alrighty, so we'll start off with the Sunbury-Ballarat game. Sunbury lead Ballarat 61-57.
4-point ball game at the Clark Oval. Dribbling ball across the middle of the ground. Greenshield's gather was terrific. Find the hand pass over towards Phillips. Bouncing ball to half forward. Van Ness just fell over. He looks like a player who's normally clean on his feet. It's just the conditions that cost him a couple of times because his ability to keep his feet has been better than most this afternoon. Tap one by Russell of North Ballarat, only as far as Button. Tumbling kick forward, shallow entry. Van Ness, Davis, Perugia, back to Davis. Kick off the side of the boot, bouncing ball. Kite over the footy. Recovery was terrific. Got all ball high against Morris. And it'll be ball from 25 metres out, 45-degree angle.
Yeah, that was some pretty solid play there by the Bloods. Some clean ball movement through the middle. Obviously, Davis's shot smothered, went to the pocket, were able to win the free kick, get a shot on goal. Isn't easy to kick from this end, that's for sure. So we'll see what he can do here, but it's a shot on goal nonetheless.
They'll take it, the Bloods, into the breeze. Of course, they were held scoreless in the first term against it. They have one behind for this term, and no doubt Borg will add to that. 45-degree angle, just across the face, through for the Bloods, second behind of the term.
All right, we'll skim through a few more scores here. We've got Redan leading Sebas 43-34. Darley leading the Lakers 85-12. And East Point leading back Smash 63-20.
So it'll be Morris. Beautiful kick of the footy. You can just tell he's played at a high level. That was an awkward exit kick, but the territory gain was enough to get it to broadcast centre wing. Suter. Jolly took his time against Borg. Loose ball, McCartan. Found Jolly. Pressure was good from Borg, but he's going to give away a hold. A bit stiff there, Borg. Wasn't a great deal in it. So Jolly will just tip it over the top to Carey. He'll mark the ball uncontested. And he thumps the ball towards half forward. Presenting there was Handley. He'll get a hold and or mark in the end. He'll come broadcast side. Kick meant for Suter. Carey just skewed off the side of that boot. Carey was the beneficiary. Chance for Trigg. Look out! Holding the ball. Yeah, McInerney just a bit disappointed with that. Cooper. It was a lazy kick. Was well read off the boot there by Arts, who marked on half forward. So he said North Ballarat back into attack. Mawson bounced off his chest. Gathered by McMahon. Territory gain beyond half back. Foot race on here. And the boundary line will beat Palmer and Scoble. Can't doubt their closing speed, but wasn't enough. We're going to throw in 65 metres around from the North Ballarat goal. So for this term, 2 behinds to Melton, the 1 behind to North Ballarat. Scoble dispossessed. McMahon led with the head. And we'll get a ball up. Right call.
Yeah, well adjudicated.
8-point lead of the Bloods. They led by 7 at the half. Ground ball again. Suter held up by McCartan. Too high, said the umpire. So Suter will take the resultant free kick. So he'll weigh up the options. He's
Given a fair bit of time.
Indeed, and now told to play on by the umpire, so he just sits the ball up into the air. Ryan Carter had the ball knocked away from him. Then McMahon's held up. We'll get a ball up. Attacking side of centre wing, out of sign of the ground.
Reverted back to the man-on-man structure as well, the Bloods.
McCullum on the tap, but no separation forthcoming. So we'll get a restart. It'll be Searle. McMahon. Fired the hand pass out to Suter. Release the ball by hand. Now, got it to Liam Carter. That was good pressure there from Carey. Throw it in, said the umpire.
Yet another throw in on that wing.
It's getting a bit tense out there. This next goal in this game, so important in the context of this game and the conditions that these sides are playing under at the moment. Hurried kick forward by McMahon towards the attacking 50. Now Morris just threw the ball onto the boot. Searle did some ground ball work. Did well. Protect himself. Ericsson, kick across the body. Carter presented in front, and he's conceded a free kick, Morris. So Ryan Carter from outside 50 into the breeze. We'll waste no time. Ball will go across the face. Borg at the back. It was Faulkner who read it well. Had a bit of weight on that kick too.
Yeah, it's a great read, great mark.
Strong grab. And he went short to Van Ness. He had to pick it up off the ankles. Thump the ball towards half back. Foot race on here. With a couple to beat. There's McInerney, but he got an important toe on the footy. But again, the Bloods, they rebound to Ryan Carter on true centre wing out of side. Just chips it over the top. Morris, the gather was very good. He broke the tackle and then went with the check side. Keep the ball in play. McInerney tackled. Excellent work there from Watkins to deny McInerney. And we'll get a ball up on half forward out of side of the ground for North Ballarat. Gee, what's there to do in Ballarat this afternoon, given the weather that we're enduring here?
Stay inside.
Yeah, indeed.
Get the fire going. That is the way, I reckon. No, I reckon that's how many people in Ballarat are spending their afternoon, and I do not blame them.
Boundary throw it. Let's see if we can get something happening. Tap one by McCullum, only as far as Lachlan Walker, who had every intentions of smashing that out of bounds, and he'll be penalised.
Not afraid of the deliberate today.
No, some of them have been blatant. So it'll be Morris. Sends the ball into attack through the hands of McCartan. Grand ball opportunity for Polkinghorn. Going a few metres ringside. The gather was good from Ericsson. Got the ball on the boot. Good attack on the footy there from Nash, but there's an outnumber at ground level here from the Bloods. Borg, one of those. Carey, kick smothered. It was good work there by McMahon, who's tried hard all day today, with and without the footy. And we get a ball up on centre wing out of side.
Yeah, very critical to be able to lock it in there and not let the team get away. Stoppages have been key.
So a goalless third term. Holding the ball against McCullum. And it'll be the Bloods through Suter, who's been very important today. You just know he's going to have an impact on any rainy day, Suter. Rainy day in particular. Kick smothered off the boot. Ball gather was terrific, clean, and then just threw the ball onto the boot to the danger zone. Went through the feet of Quinlan. Kite's going to get a free kick here for over the shoulder. But a bit of forward craft in that bit of work there from Braden Kite.
Yeah, not much the defender could do there. Once that ball's on the ground, it's going to be very hard to avoid a situation like that for a defender. So he drew it well there, and another shot on goal. Hasn't been too many this quarter, so do want to make the most of it, especially into this breeze. But it's been a very solid contest from both teams so far.
Indeed. Braden Kite, just one of 4 goal kickers on the ground, and has the opportunity to become the first multiple contributor for the afternoon. Kicks on its way. Touch, said the umpire. Called that early. So it'll be Morris. Trundles away on good ground and gets a thumping torpedo into the middle of the ground. Players set themselves. Barras, ground level. McCartan through traffic. He too went the old-fashioned torp. But he's just found the quarterback there in Handley, who sent the ball wide to Benito, who's got some time. Kick cut off there by Polkinghorne, so that's reward for work rate. He went back inboard to Faulkner, forced to release the ball by hand. Good defence from the Bloods. Lewis might have cut one high. Umpire called play on. Now here's an opportunity. Went through the hands of Granger Barras. Opened the door there for McMillan. Oh, he's got one. Free kick for over the shoulder.
Yeah, another one of those ones that it's very hard to avoid in that contest there, catching the man high, but he drew it well, and he's got a very good opportunity here to get a goal on the board, breaks the game wide open.
Well, he's got heavy footing underneath. He's 15 metres out, and he just pops it over the goal umpire's hat. And North Ballarat are within 3 points here at Mars Stadium. They're 2-6-18. They trail Melton 3-3-21.
Take a look back as well at the contest before, the inside 50, obviously Polkinghorne with the intercept mark. Got the ball moving quickly. A couple of clean passages there. Got the ball inside 50 and were able to get a shot on goal. And in a game where they've been few and far between, that goal is very important for North.
Yeah, the work rate of Polkinghorne aided that goal to McMillan. Most players just sort of wouldn't have had the intensity that Polkinghorne had to cover the ground there, especially on a day like today. So Lachlan Walker had it knocked away from him, then Searle dropped it. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go the way of Jack Walker. So he'll go to the outer side of the ground. Davis went the spoil. It was effective to Button, and his kick was smothered there by Nash. Over the line for a boundary throw-in on half forward outer side for the Bloods, who lead by 3 points. It's a scoreline you'd normally see on the early game of a Sunday morning, Alex.
Yes, very much so. In a game with much shorter quarters as well.
Yeah. Boundary throw-in, good point. Polkinghorne tried hard all day, wanted the hold. Well, we've got a game on here at Mars Stadium. Melton lead by 3 points at the final change, 3-3-21 to North Ballarat, 2-6-18. The goal scorers for the leading Bloods, Braden Kite, Liam Carter, and Ben McMahon have a goal each, whilst for North Ballarat, McMillan and Faulkner. Nothing in this game, Alex.
No, not at all. It's been a great slog of a contest, as we knew that it would be, but a critical late goal there to North really, puts the game, it can go either way. That's what I was trying to get at. And obviously now Bloods with what's been the scoring end, go into the last quarter with, that to their advantage. But we saw how North closed out the second term as well. That last 10 minutes, the pressure was on. They were on top, just couldn't get a goal. If they're more like that in this last quarter, then who knows what could happen. It could be a very close finish.
All right, Alex, we'll have a look at scores from around the grounds before we take our final break of the afternoon in BFNL's match of the round here live from Mars Stadium.
Yep, well, Sunbury and Ballarat have finished up 68-58, a Sunbury 10-point win. Redan lead Sabas 44-40. Nice close game there. Darley lead Lake Wendouree 100-31. And East Point lead Bacchus Marsh 63-33.
Well, there you have it, guys. Sunbury back in the winners' stall. Darley and East Point on their way to big wins, and still a bit to play out between that all-important season on the line game between Sebastopol and Redan. Guys, we'll take a break and we'll be back with the final quarter action here in around 5 minutes' time.
There are certain things in life that just go well together, like the new Big Art and layers of delicious melty cheddar cheese. Cheese. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
Welcome back to Mars Stadium ahead of the final quarter action here. 3-point lead to the Bloods. Siren sounds. Melton kicking to the right of screen with the aid of the breeze. North Ballarat proved that they could get some territory in that second term. They'll be looking to get a bit of copy-paste there. And they'll get the first clearance through the agency of Carey. It's a foot race on here. Umpire called play on. Oh, Nash got one high. It's an all-important entry here for North Ballarat.
A fast start to be pivotal.
Oh, and the momentum and confidence that comes with it. So they go wide of the pocket. Jolly! Been penalised for the push. Gee, it was pretty telegraphed there in the end.
Yeah, I agree.
So it'll be Suter, who's elevated himself the further the game's gone into the Bloods' best today.
As you said, he's a wet tracker. Definitely likes to get in and under.
He is. Kick out of defence was a good one. And Ryan Carter did well not to infringe on Carey, who just asked the question to the umpire. Searle, McCullum, tap one by McCullum. Soccer off the ground there from Arts. Trigg couldn't gather cleanly. Tough ball at ground level.
Another entry though to North. They're keeping it in their half. You're going to see that energy, energy shown early to the stoppage. That's for sure.
Throw in McCullum, Searle. Tap one by Searle. Kick with the outside of the left boot there from, might have been Davis, was it, behind the ball? Cooper, in fact. There's an opportunity for Suter. He got boot to ball. Suter goes at the soccer again. Players present. Borg, one of those. Got an important touch on it. Tried to do it again. Now he's tackled, taken to the ground there by Morris. McMahon knocked off the ball well there by Quinlan. He just needs some support, and Arts provides that with a tackle on Jack Walker. The umpire will come in and square away a stoppage. So we'll get a ball up here on half-forward broadcast side. And Callum and Searle fought manfully right throughout today. McMahon over the footy, couldn't gather. Arts could. Hand pass meant for Carey.
Hey, yeah, cut him some slack there, that's for sure.
And, yeah, Kite just running after the ball, just trying to change the bait for the umpire. Why not? Have a crack.
Can work.
So the lights are still on here at Mars Stadium. They've been on for the duration. McCartan to thump that ball boundary side. Jolly in front on this occasion. Handley with the body work. Nash. Ball spills free. And a rare moment right in front of us here in the broadcast position. We'll savour this moment.
See, we get to see the action up close.
Well, it's just nice to have a moment without the telescope. Boundary throw in. Well, call it even. Good use of the body there by Suter. Just went without it in the end. Carey, high up and under kick. Umpire will pay the mark. Courage shown. Gather was good there from McCartan. Hung on too long. He dropped the ball, McCartan. And then just over-committed for a second with the tackle. He's got Arts short if he wants him. Yeah, Trigg presented in front. He's going to get rewarded with a push. Gee, they were just running straight at us, so it was really difficult to give an honest assessment of just how much of infringement there was. So it'll be Trigg from outside 50. Just got around Phillips, ran to 40. Kick go across the face. Thornton's fall on the footy there from Ryan Carter. Got it out of bounds, but North Ballarat got it in a danger area. Early minutes in this fourth term. Exact time frame, very difficult given the size of the scoreboard here. It's no bigger than a laptop. Boundary throw in. McCullum on the tap. Just picked it up off the ground. You can see the light on the footy. So you can imagine how slippery that is. So the arm wrestle continues here at Mars Stadium. The big guns combine, or tussle really. Chance of McInerney picked it up, kicked it across the body. Top of the goal square. Jolly the fly could hang on. Chance for Lewis at ground level. I'll try and get it out here. And they will through Phillips, the Bloods, and we'll get a throw in.
Geez, big chance gone a miss there. Looked like it was almost an uncontested grab there, the chest mark from Jolly. So I think they've got away with one there.
Boundary throw in, adjacent to the North Ballarat behind post. Not sure what happened there, but we'll get take two.
First Australia throw. I reckon they've been pretty good today. So that's the first one called back.
Boundary throw in. That one by McCullum. Who can be clean? Watkins can. Tears for Trigg. Dribbling ball. Just went out of bounds in the end. See the North Ballarat faithful wanting a holding the ball decision. And I guess the tension draw out every bit of adrenaline. And all the fans can do is contribute verbally. Throw in. McCullum at the back. McCartan. Cooper, hurry kick from McMahon, got to half back. Carter presented, couldn't gather. Carey went to soccer. Searle got an important little touch on that. Dribbling ball out towards the boundary line. The gather was good there from Palmer. We just arched the back, but good defence again from the Bloods. We'll get a throw in. 35 metres, or 40 metres around from the North Ballarat goal. Early stages, final turn.
There's been some great pressure shown early here by North, which we thought we would see. That extra number around the ball going man on man down back. Oh, now they do have the extra.
That one by McCullum, just Button gathered. He was held up there by Carey. And we'll get a ball up 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. So any territory gain for Melton will be duly accepted. That one by McCullum. Now Searle with the rushing yards. McCartan fed the ball out. Erickson was clean with the gather. Just threw the ball onto the boot. So it'll be Davis. And Purchase, who basically is nearly wearing an all black jumper with black shorts.
Yeah, North for just that fleeting moment had that extra behind the ball, but back to man on man.
Throw in. Favoured Searle. Stolen by McCullum. High up and under kick. Good use of the body there from Mawson, but couldn't hang on. Oh, lucky spoil there from Nash. Got it to the advantage of Carey. Gee, Trigg had a good opportunity there. Arts was courageous. Lewis tackled, taken to the ground. Strong tackle. Excellent save there from Carey. He's been important in this second half. Good attack on the footy there from Nash. Now he's in trouble. He's taken to the ground. And we'll get a ball up 49 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
Yeah, some scrappy play around the 50, and it's ended up with a stoppage inside, which is a great opportunity here for North.
Some nervous players out there, especially when it's your time to go. Walker going back with the flight there was Carey. Chance there for Carter, who went to soccer, and they're away here to Borg. Broadcast centre wing, got plenty on the kick. Players set themselves, it's gone over the back. Morris and Russell. Russell will go to the soccer, but beaten to it there by Morris. Showed a bit of experience there to get it through for a rush behind. First score of the final term. 3-4-22 Melton. North Ballarat 2-6-18. It'll be Morris who'll bring the ball back into play. Found Purchase, who's tried hard. His right foot kick just gets beyond the defensive 50. Bloods have got numbers through Jack Walker. High up and under kick. Well, it was lucky. And found Liam Carter, who marked uncontested in the end.
Sometimes you just need that little bit of luck.
Now he goes with the squaring kick here. Out in the direction of Suter. Who's made it look like a dry ball on occasions this afternoon.
Yeah, gets a nice opportunity here straight in front. Has the wind to his advantage. Just needs a long straight kick with this big, wet, heavy ball.
That'll be an important point anyway, because that'll mean North Ballarat need a goal and another score. So any score will do here from Suter.
That's it, the old handy point.
Yeah. He runs around. Well, he missed out of bounds on the full. So he ran around to the right and kicked it out of bounds on the full to the left.
Hooked it big time. Big let off there. North obviously still need to be able to rebound it outside 50, which has proved a task, especially going out to this far side.
So Granger Barras, penetrating kick towards half back. Mawson gathered, fed the ball back towards Handley. It was Watkins, in fact, and the kick was okay. Found Carter. He's got Chase Scoble short if he wants him. He elects to go into the pocket, and that's gone out of bounds on the full as well.
It is risky kicking, even rebounding and entering 50 at that side of the 50 is quite difficult on the best of days. So with this win, it's no help, and it just hangs out into that pocket.
So that'll be Ranger Barras to weigh up the options. He's got little, but to get a penetrating one beyond half back. Good kick. Waiting at the back there was Lewis through traffic. Hung on to it for long enough, but got it back in the end. Kept it low. Handley was clean. Went back by hand to Phillips. Took on the traffic, and it knocked away from him. We'll get a stoppage here on true centre wing out of side.
Yeah, well set up there, the Bloods. They had a nice passage through there, North, but Melton hanging off the ball, able to get another stoppage.
McCullum's tap was nearly as good as a kick, but the back of the stoppage there was Jack Walker to rebound the ball and found Searle. They looked to square the footy to Suter, got an important hand on it. Morris gathered, took him on, and then stood up in the tackle, fired the hand pass out to McMillan, who sent the ball forward. 3v1 on the Bloods' defence. Hold sway again through Handley. Oh, that's hit Liam Carter fair square in the nose. The beneficiary there was Van Ness with a squaring kick. Opportunity here for Jolly. They got it over the top. Phillips sets himself. Took a nice chest mark in the end. And the Bloods. The way they link up in the back line, it's real same page stuff. The kick goes wide out in the Searle direction. Big fella couldn't bend. He would have done a hammy if he did so, I reckon. One bounce over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, going back to that Falcon there for Liam Carter. It looked like one of those ones that was going to be hard to run off, that's for sure. Especially with this ball. The big cake of soap. It'll be nice and heavy. Wouldn't feel nice.
Indeed. Throw in. Half forward to North Ballarat. Tap one by McCullum. Manito with the soccer. Fell into the hands of Carey. Wanted one high, then got ball to boot. Put race on here. Talking all together cleanly. And then set the ball to the danger zone. Loose ball. Phillips needs to be clean here. Oh no, did he get enough on it? I'm not sure he did. I reckon the soccer from Faulkner, the toe on the ball just before the goal line is enough. North Ballarat in front. Put that in the highlight reel.
Gee whiz, well, there's something that will definitely feature, that's for sure.
That's all it will need, really, on what we've seen transpire for the most part this afternoon.
You can see that, yeah, that goal square, obviously it does have the nice patch of grass as well, but he just didn't get enough on it to push it over the boundary line, Phillips, and it's just allowed for him to run into an open goal.
Well, he just tried to emulate what Morris did at the other end. He just didn't time the touch. And Faulkner hits his second. First multiple goal scorer of the afternoon. North Ballarat in front here at Mars Stadium. Round ball, McMahon. Held up by Carey, who's had a very good second half, Carey. So it'll be Searle and McCullum. Searle won the tap to no real advantage. So McCullum knocked it towards outer centre wing. Foot race on here. Palmer. He's got a couple to beat. Kept the ball in front of him. Did well. And then he's ushered over the line with the ball. We'll get a boundary throw in. So that was a win for North Ballarat.
Oh, terrific job there by Palmer to be able to keep that out in front, get it out to the wing where the ball's been living. It's a massive win there for North.
North Ballarat lead by 1 point. 3-6 plays 3-5. Throw in. Ground ball. Arts. Dispossessed. High up and under kick. Went through the hands of Davis. Chance for Ericsson. He released the ball in enough time. Carey will do the mopping up. Standing start. Awkward looking kick. Waiting underneath it there was McMillan. But he had the security doorman in Searle standing there saying, no, you're not allowed in here, son. 3-6-24, North Ballarat. 3-5-23 Melton. Throw in. McCallum. Good use of the body, but couldn't hang on. So McCartan did the mopping up for him and set the ball inside 50. Jolly and Phillips call it even. Here comes the support staff through Green Shields. And the ball's gone off hands over the line for a boundary throw in. Some 50 metres around from the North Ballarat goal. You wouldn't think Melton had the breeze, Alex.
No.
Given so North Ballarat were pretty much on top in the second half of that second term. McCartan's been important. He went to Carey, he too, and he's infringed there. He's given away a free kick. So here's a chance for the Bloods to rebound through Jack Walker, who'll go through the middle of the ground. Granger Barras kept the ball in front of him. Every bit of experience there. An important soccer there from McMahon. Kicking in danger, said the umpire. So Granger Barras on the defensive side of the centre circle.
A desperate effort there got him that free kick, and that's something that you're going to need.
You've got to go to Morris here to retain the footy, and he obliges. This becomes a bit of a different game when you've got your nose in front, Alex. The tactics seem to change, but there's still plenty more time here.
Oh, for sure. I think the key here for the Bloods now is to try and get it back to that stoppage game and not let, time being taken off the clock with these kicks around the ground. Get to your man and get man on man.
McMillan's kick got to half forward. Hanley couldn't gather. Mawson wanted one in the back, denied. We'll get a ball up on the corner of half forward out of side for North Ballarat. I think North need to keep pressing as they have done through that second half of that second term. And for near all of this final term, it's really kept them in the game. And so is Carey. He's, as I mentioned earlier, a good second half. Ball up. Tap one by Searle. McCallum's been important. Threw the ball onto the boot. To the danger area. Jolly in front. Nash. The ball eluded him. Gathered by Jack Walker, but his kick's been turned over and marked there by Polkinghorne from outside 50. So Polkinghorne. From outside 50. She gets plenty on the kick, albeit into the breeze. Good ball at the back there from Trigg. Loose ball opportunity. Lachlan Walker goes to ground. Chance for Trigg. Shoveled it out, but only as far as Borg, who just tumbled the ball onto the boot. And it's been turned over on outer centre wing by Morris.
Been a few times you had to say that today, that's for sure. He's been very solid down there along with the other key backs.
So he goes wide to Polkinghorne, who's been arguably North Ballarat's best today. Like, he could have had a ton more ball if he was just a fraction cleaner. But it's amazing how he just gets to the right spots all the time.
Yeah, you can definitely see the class showing through, especially dropping back down to the Ballarat League.
So he goes wide into the pocket. They'll cop it out of bounds here, North Ballarat, and they'll get one.
Yeah, definitely a key stoppage in that pocket.
Yeah, that continuity that McCallum and Polkinghorne have is highly valuable. Now, McCallum won that tap. Borg, he'll go the soccer here, and he does. Jeez, it was as good as a torpedo. It went 65 metres. Foot race on here. Scoble couldn't get it. Important touch on the ball. McMillan touch of the fumbles. Just got it out there to Quinlan. Couldn't get the ball through traffic. Carey outside of the boot. Jack Walker. Good pressure there from Lewis. He's gone to ground. We'll get a ball up. Centre wing broadcast sign. So we'll get a ball up here. McCallum, he's got front spot. Protected that ball drop, but Manito did the sharking. Important smother there by Faulkner. Arts went to ground. Carey over the footy. I'll be happy with another stoppage here, North Ballarat, and they'll get one on half back.
Bloods need to be smart here. They've got an opportunity here in their forward half.
Ball up. McCallum won that tap. Polkinghorne carried it over. Been playing 19 minutes in this final term. We're going to throw in here.
Definitely not long left in the contest, but there has been a lot of stoppage, and I think that's been key for North Ballarat. They've been able to get the stoppages when it's mattered the most.
when the play's been able to flow for the Blood. So it's a credit to them there.
Throw in McCullum, Ryan Carter, tap one by McCullum. Ryan Carter did the roving. Suter took on the tackle of McCartan and was held up. We'll get a ball up. Been a hard-fought affair here. Both sides have been really disciplined, you know, in the trying conditions. Polkinghorn. Kick on hard. Told to Handley. Gee, nearly spilt that. And now here's a chance for the Bloods. Their best form of attack is always off half-back. It's been their signature. Palmer got an important fist on it, but he went to ground, opened the door for Borg. He'll get there first, as he so often does, and comes back onto the right boot. Penetrating kick inside 50. Farrugia got a hand on it. Vanessa did enough, and so too did the Breeze to deny Farrugia a grab, and we'll get a boundary throw-in.
You've got to make sure to set up here the Bloods, especially outside 50 for that quick kick.
So Melton saluted to McPherson Park at their first meet by 3 points. It's now North Ballarat who lead by 1. McCartan's had a good game. Kick across the body. Territory gain will favour Ryan Carter to send the ball back. He decided to go by hand to Lachlan Walker. Had more time than he thought. Huff just threw the ball onto the boot and kicked it out of bounds on the full.
They did exactly that, though. They were set up well, just weren't able to capitalise on having that space.
Gee, what would you pay for some composure in these final minutes? So Phillips sends the ball towards the attacking 50. Went through the hands of all and sundry. Russell's gather was clean for the Bloods, but he couldn't get away from the Quinlan tackle. And we'll get a ball up 35 to 40 metres away from the Melton goal. Now it's North Ballarat's turn to defend. McCullum somehow got boot to ball, only as far as Lachlan Walker. Oh, fed the dummy to Palmer. Sent the ball into attack. Erickson! So Erickson, he won't make the distance. You want to get back there. Sends the ball on its way. Likely hero. He's overcome the curse of the commentator and got the finish done. An unlikely hero there. Erickson has put the Bloods back in front here. Time on final term.
Oh, that's a huge goal there from Lockie Erickson. Was able to find that space, the top, was able to carry through over the top of the intended targets. And, yeah, he fell into that hole. He got the mark. Had to play on and wheel around to get that extra distance because, gee whiz, a 35-metre kick today is more like a 55 sometimes. So he did well there to wheel around and kick that snag. Big goal for the Bloods.
Yeah, well, I went early on the court that he wouldn't make the distance. I reckon the extra 5-metre gain really helped the cause. So what's North Ballarat got left? Suter wanted the hold, denied. McCartan might have caught one high up. I call play on. Hurry kick forward by Jack Walker. Morris needs to be clean, and he was. And he bombed the ball back to broadcast centre wing. Foot race on here. Bloods have got the numbers through Watkins. Tumbling ball forward. Good attack on the footy there from, might have been Russell, and it was. Released the ball by hand to Erickson, who was held without it every day of the week.
Big win there for the Bloods.
Yeah, McMillan was just blindsided. He couldn't see Erickson with the ball in front of Erickson, so he just had to commit one way or the other and just got it wrong. So there's the Erickson kick I thought we'd get earlier. Umpires picked out a free kick here. Now Faulkner's a good kick. So he sends the ball towards half-back, turnover. Jack Walker will send it back to the pocket. Nearly a grab there from Russell. Polkinghorn needs to be clean. Fed the ball by hand to Arts. Got a territory gain to centre wing. Loose ball, Morris. Shuffles the ball forward. Oh, that was harsh. That was harsh.
He didn't have a lot of try there, but it was good attack to get to able to keep him down there by the Bloods boys because he was off and gone as he's been today.
Been a bit stiff today, Morris. He's given away about 4 free kicks. There's a torpedo effort from Ryan Carter. Went through the hands of Ranger Barras. Van Ness. Suter. Waste no time and gets it out in the Carter direction. Just overcooked the kick. This time one bounce.
Skips into the construction
He
site.
took one less club there, Suter. And
yes.
it bounced just inside. And they'll get an all-important boundary throw-in. Deep in their attack, so Bloods favourites to take this out now. Polkinghorn was clever. Got it back to Huff, who released the ball. Somehow Polkinghorn got it back. How about that for a handball to Carey? The middle of the ground. Morris chance again. Clean bowled him. Foot race on here. The Bloods off half back. Now that was high. And that was a quick stoppage called there. I thought he was either going to play too high or holding the ball. I think he got caught in the middle and said, oh, I'll have it. So back at the restart. The middle of the ground. McCullum to Morris. High up and under kick. Callow entry inside 50. Jolly in front, presented. It's good work there. Oh, well, Watkins was dispossessed. North Ballarat wanting a hold in the ball. Gathered by Mawson. Thumping kick towards half forward. Gee, one kick from inside defensive 50 to half forward. Ground ball. Davis at the pressure. He'll be happy to lock it in. And we're going to ball up on half forward out of side.
Yeah, it just shows how critical that that territory kick can be. It can just completely change the complexion of, that play and that where you can get this next stoppage. And this is a big position for the Bloods.
Tap one by Ryan Carter. Palmer held up. And if you can time your kick away from the muddy patches, it'll travel twice as far.
Exactly right.
Ball up. Tap one by McCullum. Right, dispossessed. McCartan through traffic. Fed it to Carey. Now he's in trouble. Released the ball. Arts tried hard again today. He's had a good season. Fed it out, but in front there was Mawson. Geez, they've been honest, the Bloods defence. Carter, Braden Kite kept his feet, elusive. Went to Davis. I thought would have kept going onto his left side, but went with the non-preferred. Liam Carter playing in front. Bounced off his chest. Round ball opportunity. Gee, Farrugia was out there. He might get it. No, Erickson tackled and pinged. Gee, that was a laconic delivery with the signal there from the umpire.
A little delayed.
Bordering on a curtsy. Kick to half back. Trigg in front. Had a bit of it. Ground ball. Chance there for Jack Walker. Thump the ball onto the boot. Out wide in the direction of Carter and Van Ness. Boundary line. We'll split the points. We'll get a boundary throw in 25 metres away from the Bloods' goal. They lead by 5 points, Melton. After they defeated North Ballarat by 3 points at their first, mate. Throw in. Now, that'll be too long against Erickson. Now, Faulkner will need to get onto one of his roosts, and he uses the drop punt. Mawson just chipped it over the top to Borg. So Borg now 55 metres out from goal, just indicating the umpire that he's going to have a shot.
Yeah, he knows that he can take his full 30 here. Obviously, on a day like today, the likelihood of him kicking this distance right now at this point of the game is low, but it's the right thing to be doing in this situation.
What about the Borg sidestep? Is he a chance?
Oh, he loves pulling it out, doesn't he?
But he goes towards the top of the goal square, and it's just ricocheted off the shin of Granger Barras. And that'll do it. The Bloods are back on the winners list after a run of 3 outs. And they've got it done by 6 points here in an entertaining affair under trying conditions. 4-6, Melton have defeated North Ballarat 3-6. The North Ballarat not without their chances, and they, not dissimilar to their first meet at McPherson Park, will rue not being able to take full advantage of some time with ball in their front half.
Oh, most definitely, and it's a hats-off performance as well. And I think they grinded it out terrifically well, especially in those quarters where they were against the breeze. But yeah, in the end, the Bloods were able to come out on top, and yeah, I think the territory battle was the main asset of the Bloods' game. But I thought that North were very good around the stoppage. I reckon they were the cleaner team when it came to winning the stoppages and getting the ball forward. I just think the Bloods' defence held up very strong and were able to withstand when they were under siege, and then were able to rebound. And they were key in those final stages of the game to be able, when the ball came down, they were set up well. They were in the right position to then rebound it and bring the ball forward, and that was the tail of the game, and it took more opportunities.
Yeah, and clearly some relieved Melton Bloods personnel out there, not only just the players, but those that have got a specific involvement off the field, albeit the coaches and even the loyal fans. The beer will be tasting just that little bit sweeter at the moment, Alex. And the Bloods go 10-4 and consolidate their third place on the BFNL table. We'll get you to take a look at scores from around the grounds, and we'll get some final scores. Don't forget, Sunbury defeated Ballarat narrowly, but Alex will touch on those scores in just a moment.
Yeah, well, the idea was I was going to be, but we got some technical difficulties.
Okay.
They're actually not showing any of the results.
Oh, it's gone on into that. Gee, they've had a big day on the vape over there, I tell you. Those boys, they just haven't stopped. But let's just take a look if we can endeavour to find some around the ground scores. But yeah, what an entertaining game here. Let's just go through the goal scorers. Melton, 1 goal each to McMahon, Erickson, Liam Carter and Braden Kite. Whilst for North Ballarat, Faulkner booted 2 and McMillan 1. All right, let's go around the grounds. Darley, 22-16, 148. Have defeated Lake Windaree 5-9-39. Sunbury, 10-8-68, defeated Ballarat 8-11-59. East Point, 10-10-70, defeated Bacchus Marsh 6-3-39. And Sebastopol, 7-8-50, Redan 7-11-53. And game over here at Mars Stadium with Bloods saluting. 4-goal scoreline. You would never have thought that would have got it done, Alex. But so I thought you can put all the Bloods defenders and Kyle Borg into the best for levels of importance and impact on that game, plus Blake Suter, of course. Whilst for North Ballarat, well, their midfield had good games. McCartan, Polkinghorn, Perry in the second half. And Arch tried hard all day. Young Lewis did a few good things. And the two big boys in the ruck, Searle and McCullum, need to be commended on their output for the afternoon. So, guys, on behalf of the crew here at a very chilly Mars Stadium, we congratulate the Melton Football Club. They're back on the winners list. Their first win since June 21. Next week, we're down at McPherson Park. We'll just try and just check up on who the Bloods have got next week, because that will be BFNL's match of the round 15. The first game in August, and let's hope the weather is on the mend. It's at Mattingly Park, in fact. It's the Bloods taking on the Cobras, who season been dealt a severe blow with the injury to Jake Owen, and that's obviously played a part in their falling short of East Point. But there's plenty that have come and gone empty-handed from East Point. They've made it 15 in a row at home.
Yeah, that's it. East Point, as we know, they're terrifically hard, they're terribly hard to beat. And at home, it's one of those trips that you dread. And they've made it tough for teams over the years. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one nonetheless. But, yeah, East Point, they've been rolling along at a strong clip, and they're very hard to beat.
Sebastopol, if that was the final score we saw on the HQ there, they lost to Redan at their first meet by 2 or 3 points, and history has repeated there. Redan keep their season alive. And a blow for Sebastopol, who, with a win today, would have gone into the 6. So Bacchus Marsh, Ballarat and North Ballarat all losing, and Sebastopol. So basically 5th through 8th all got beat. So sort of, nullifies the whole round in that battle between 5th and 9th. And I guess the real winner was Redan, who moved to 4 wins, level with Sebastopol. But anyway, guys, you've probably had enough of us here. It's a very, very cold afternoon here at Mars Stadium, but a hard-fought game just the same. The boys will sleep well tonight, as we will hear. All right, guys, a very good afternoon from Mars Stadium. It's the Bloods who've downed the North Ballarat Footy Club by 6 points. We're off to Mattingly Park next week, where the Cobras host the Bloods. Good afternoon.
There are certain things in life that just go well together, like the new Big Art and layers of delicious melty cheddar cheese. Cheese. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.